Good morning everyone, welcome to the official YouTube channel of Office Society 24/7. So first of all, let me know how are you all, and also let me know is audio video both are okay in this particular session. So let's just start the session. As you know, every day at 6 a.m. we are starting our day with the PPB session, that is Principles and Practices of Banking. And these sessions are the Achiever series for your May 2024 JAIIB paper, and we have to clear this paper in the May 2024 by clearing all the 4 subjects. Reason, because as the time passes, the difficulty level is definitely going to rise. So what we have to do, we have to have this commitment with ourselves that no matter what happens, we have to clear the paper in the May 2024 only. Okay, so that if something have been changed in the October 2024 paper, we do not have to deal with it. And it will be better for you once you have clear May 2024 JAIIB, you will be eligible for November, December CIIB. Okay, so do make sure you have this target and do not have this in your mind that let's only give 2 papers in this attempt, the next 2 papers we will give in the November, December. Don't have this in your mind. All the 4 subjects is easy to clear in the one go, but yeah, it will need a lot of commitment. It will need a lot of consistency, dedication towards the paper, and I guess you can do that, because if at the morning at 6 a.m. I can see all of you here in the session, then I can definitely say that you have that commitment. But yes, make sure that this will not break in the future. Be consistent every day, and that is sufficient to clear the paper. Okay, so let's start today. Before starting today's session, I will be your mentor for IE, IFS and PPB for your JAIIB paper. Now today, this is the 6th class. Already 5 sessions we have taken. Module A, class number 6 we are discussing. In the PPB, you will find that there are total 55 units. Out of that, Module A only have 21 units. When we talk about the 21 units, a lot of syllabus is there. And Module A and B have maximum syllabus in PPB, and this is our chapter number 6, that is talking about operational aspect of handling, clearing, collection and check. Okay, this is our today's topic, your unit number 6 of PPB. Okay, so let's start the session with the first question, that is talking. Before showing you first question, I want each and everyone to be very active in the session and keep answering the questions. It's very important that you keep answering the questions and be active in the session, because it will help you to know or to evaluate yourself that how much better you are in your preparation, and that is what we need in this particular exam. Okay, so let's start. The first question is asking, which of the following are not the characteristics of CTS? Now, what actually the CTS is, that is check truncation system, and this was introduced to stop the physical movement of check. Now, what used to happen in the past, first, if you have submitted a check in a bank, the bank will validate the check and then will transfer the check to the particular bank of which it was issued, and all these transfer or to the clearing house, to the particular bank, all these transactions used to happen in a physical form. Okay, and to stop that, why we needed to stop that? First, it was very time consuming. Second, it was very risky. Somehow if the check was misplaced, or if it was a bearer check, then anybody can take the payment of that if the check was stolen or something. If there is a certain kind of delay in the transportation, maybe the party have to face the loss. Because of all these reasons, we wanted to stop the physical movement of check, and that's where we have introduced the CTS, check truncation system, that helps us to clear the check by the image only. Now you do not have to physically transfer the check. Okay, that's the CTS. And now you have to answer not a characteristic of CTS, and you have these options. It means the characteristics, and these are the options in front of you. So the first characteristic, it has been given here, that is talking about it is an electronic image of a paper check. It is what? It is an electronic image of your paper check. Second, banks and financial institutions can involve, and clearing house can truncate a check, create an electronic image of the check. Truncate means creating an electronic image of a check, or to stop the physical movement of check. Now, the electronic image of check truncated substitute the physical check from the point and time of truncation onwards. Fourth is saying truncation is done at any time, reduces the time taken for the realization. So out of these 4 characteristics written in front of you, which of the following is not a characteristics of the CTS? A, B, C or D? So when we talk about CTS, it is actually an electronic image of paper check. This is the true. Okay. And if I'm talking about the second one, the clearing house cannot create a electronic image. It will be done by the bank only. So second is wrong. If second is wrong, it means the option is clear, Hana. It will be C, because in the other option there is no C option is there in the incorrect part. So right answer will be second. The second statement is wrong. That's why the right answer will be C. Now the third is also true, that the electronic image of the check truncation, it is the substitute of what? The physical check. Okay. And this is the true one. Fourth is saying truncation is done anytime, reduce time taken for realization. This is wrong. So the right answer will be C, that second and fourth are not a characteristics of your CTS check truncation system. Now next we have here that is talking about the banks which receive the images and data from the clearing house for payment processing, which is done on the same day. The bank also generates the return file for unpaid instruments known as. So what we're talking about here, the banks which receive the images and the data for clearing house for the payment process, which is done on the same day. Okay. So the bank also generates the return file for unpaid instrument, that is known as what? It's a presenting bank, it's a paying bank, it's a sender bank, it's a receiver bank. So as you can see, simply the bank generates the return file. So that is the responsibility of which bank? It is the responsibility of a paying bank. So right answer will be your B option. Right answer, we have a B option. Next. Which of the following cash held at the branch is not required to be under dual custody? The money, the cash you have in the branch, Hana. So a lot of things like your locker facility, your safe custody, your any kind of deposits, they have a certain dual custody, Hana, to have proper security. But which of the following cash which is available in the branch do not need the dual custody? Is it a first cashier's hand balance, second notes of less than 100 denomination, then cash balances in the form of coins, or all of the above? And the right answer is very obvious, the cashier's hand balance, because the cashier is performing the day-to-day transaction of accepting deposit and providing withdrawal. So this do not need a dual custody. And the right answer here will be your A option. Okay. Next is asking about RBI has introduced the positive pay system for check truncation system with effect from dash. So from when RBI have introduced the positive pay system? Now what is this positive pay system is? This is a system in which RBI said that whenever a customer deposits the check, or issues the check, not deposit, issues the check, the customer have to give information to the bank about the field, about the information you have to give in the check. And this should be done in the application of your bank. Let's say for example, I have issued the check from ICICI Bank. So I have an application of ICICI Bank. On the application, I have to validate the information of a check, so that it used to be there, like people used to add the amount if they found the space, or if there is a possibility. People used to add the amount of the check, and that somehow created a lot of issue for the bank as well as the customer. So that's why now the large amount of checks will be validated by the customer only on the application, and that's the positive pay system. Clear? Up to 50,000 it's the choice of the customer, but above 50,000 it is mandatory. Clear? Now, and the right answer here will be your 1st January 2021 it has introduced the positive pay system. So right answer will be your A. Next question. Under CTS process, dash images are to be taken of each check. First, 2, 1, 3 or 4. How many images are required to be taken? So there will be a black, white and gray images, and that will be 3 images will be taken. How many images? 3 images will be taken. These images will be used to clear your check in electronic form. Now you do not have to send the physical check to somewhere, to any particular bank or the clearing house. But yes, for maintain the data, you have to provide that to the clearing house. Okay. Now this is the right answer. That's the C option. 3 images should be taken. All cash remittances. Remittance means transfer of fund. Remittance can be inward and outward. Inward remittance means from abroad to India money have been transferred. Outward remittance means from India to abroad money have been transferred. And this is in case of the cross-border transaction. But when it comes to the domestic remittances, in domestic remittances, inward transfer means or inward remittance means you are transferring fund in the same bank. And outward remittance means you are transferring fund in the different bank, but within the country only. Now, all cash remittances in transit are covered under which insurance policy obtained by the bank? Is it a raincoat? Is it a pillow? Is it a blanket? Or is it none of the above? So, which of the insurance policy is it? A, B, C or D? A, B, C or D? And the right answer here will be your, very good, the C option. It's a blanket policy. It's a blanket insurance policy that gives here cash remittance or insurance. So right answer will be your C option. Okay, now next. Next is asking here, which of the following action is proper in handling counterfeit notes? Counterfeit notes are the fake currencies. Counterfeit notes means you have a fake currency. So which of the following is the action that will be taken as proper action handling the counterfeit currency notes? First is saying the teller means the cashier. The teller refuses to accept counterfeit note detected by her at the counter. First, like you are not accepting the counterfeit currency when you have detected it. Second, so is it a proper action? Second is saying during checking of bulk cash of a customer, counterfeit note is detected. So the customer comes and replaces it with a genuine note and is given back the counterfeit note. I think that's very obvious, cannot be done. You have found out that the customer have given you the counterfeit note. You asked the customer came back to the branch, given you the genuine note, and then you have returned that note to the customer. You can't do that, na? Now, the teller detects a counterfeit note at the counter, keeps it against receipts given to the customer. The note is destroyed by the head cashier. Cannot be done. You cannot destroy the notes. You have to send that notes to the RBI. Then the counterfeit note detects at the counter is impounded by the teller and brands it with the counterfeit stamps. And that will be informed to the central bank of our country. So the right answer will be D. This is a proper action that should be taken by the teller. Okay, so your right answer will be your D option. Next, which of the following requirement is not mandatory for checks under CTS 2010 standard? So which of the following requirement is not to be done, or it's not mandatory to be done under your CTS 2010? Is it field placement as prescribed? Is it security threat? Is it pre-filed account field? Is it watermark? Let me know which of the following is correct. Which of the following is not mandatory for having in a check in case of your CTA? It used to be mandatory but not anymore. And it is your security threat. Security threat is not mandatory for the checks under the CTS 2010 standard. So the right answer will be B. Now, next question is asking the bulk of cash balance should always be in the strong room safe under joint custody, while the remainder, cashier's hand balance, which will kept as low as conveniently possible, will be left with head cashier, manager, either A or B. So who will be having this cash with them? So question is saying simply here the bulk cash balance should always be in the strong room or the safe room under the joint custody. But apart from that, the remainder which will be kept as low as convenient possible, and it will be left with which of them? It will be left with your head cashier or your cashier. It means right answer will be either A or B. Okay, it should go to the cashier or a head cashier. So right answer will be A or B. Either A or B. Now, which of the following statement is not acceptable in the check collection policy of a bank? So the check collection policy of a bank says that some of these points are not acceptable. So first is saying the bank will take all possible measures for safeguarding the instrument received from its customer for collection. Second is saying the bank will compensate the customer for any delay in collection of check on its own. Third is saying the bank will not be responsible for any delay arising out of the circumstances beyond its control or the control of the paying bank. Fourth, no compensation will be paid for delay in collection of local checks. So which of the following is there? Not acceptable in the check collection policy of a bank. If there is a delay in the collection of local checks and this is the fault from the side of the bank and you have to give the compensation. If you are not giving compensation, this is not acceptable. Okay, this is not acceptable. So the right answer will be D. There should be a compensation. So right answer is what? It is D. Clear? So I hope the questions we have discussed is clear to all of you. Now, before ending the session, do let me know, is there any doubt you guys have? Also, let me know about how many answers you have given correct. Hana, let me know how many answers you have given correct for this particular topic. And also, I want to inform you all that yesterday I have started a batch, that is your Achievers batch. It means on 8th of December, I have started this batch from 9 to 10 p.m. I have taken IEIFS first class, that was the orientation class of your subject. Okay, so if you haven't seen that session, do make sure you go to the live section and found, or you can go to the past live stream options and do check the session. And if you are thinking about enrolling and if you are feeling like I have to take a proper batch that will give me the conceptual understanding, because somehow when I'm practicing, I feel like I do not know a lot of terms. Hana? For that, you have to cover the concepts, and for this Achiever batch is there, that is the new batch. It started from yesterday, that is 8th of December. The next class will be on Monday. Okay, and to enroll in this batch, you can get 81% discount if you use the code Y496. Apart from that, in the Mahapack, you will get 81% discount plus the double validity. Both are available for the Mahapack. Now, so to enroll in any particular batch, what have to be done? First, you have to download the Adda 24/7 application. After downloading the application, you have to go to the exam category. Okay, and that will be available as JAIIB CIB. Hana? You will find as JAIIB CIB. There is a exam category. So after going to the exam category, you have to go to the May 2024 category of your JAIIB. Click on the view all option, you will find all the batches. So this is the Achiever batch, started on 8th. This is the JAIIB Mahapack, and all the individual subject batches are also available. Whatever language, whatever subject you want, all individual are available. How to enroll? The process is same for all. Just click on the product you want to enroll, check the offerings of a product, check the validity of a product, then click on the buy now option. And to get the maximum discount, Hana, you have to enter a code, that is Y496. Click on the apply. When you apply, you will get here 80% discount. That's the additional, that cover additional 1% discount. If you use the coins in the application, it will give you the 81% discount, the 1 year validity, and this will be available only by using the code Y496. All this will be available by using the code Y496. If you go to the Achievers batch, you will get 9-month validity there. Okay, in Achievers batch, you will be getting topic-wise conceptual studies, live classes that will be available in the recording form as well for 24/7. Second, you will be getting there your topic-wise test. If PPB have 55 units, all the 55 topic-wise unit tests will be there. Then apart from that, you will get there the full-length mock test, combined mock test of all the 4 subjects. Then you will get the e-PDF as well. E-PDF is the actually ebooks, Hana, that will be available for you. And whatever PDFs, the PPTs, the faculties are using in the live classes, that will also be available in the form of PDF for all of you, so that you can revise your concept as much time as you want. Clear? So these are the benefit of Achievers batch. Now, what is different in the Mahapack? In Mahapack, all these benefits will continue. Plus, you will get mini marathons and maha marathons of all the 4 subjects that will be different from the marathon is going to happen 1 day prior to your exam. Okay, so additional mini and maha marathons will be here. Apart from that, in the Mahapack, you will get all the upcoming batches enroll in a single go. Once you have purchased the Mahapack for the 1 year duration, you will get all the batches. Your Sankalp batch, your Achievers batch. In future, if there is a revision batch, that will be covered. In future is, let's say, for example, if you have your, what we can call it, if you have in future your case study batch, power pack batch, all these batch you will be enrolled once you have enrolled in the Mahapack. So again and again, you do not have to purchase the different batches. So all the batches will be enrolled in one go. This is the Mahapack additional benefit apart from Achievers batch. Okay, so this is the information about the batches, and if you haven't seen the orientation class, then do see the orientation class, because actually the orientation class will give you a certain guidance also. If you want to do a self-study, it's totally on you, but make sure if you are doing a self-study, cover each and everything, line by line, everything. Okay, conceptual, with the form of conceptual understanding. Do not try to mug up the concepts. Understand the concepts. And apart from that, you will get the strategy. I have discussed the strategy, what should be done in the paper. So that's why it is important you check the orientation class. Whether you are preparing self or you are going to purchase the batch, it's up to you. But check the orientation class of all the 4 subjects, because it gives you the idea what should be done in the next 4 or 5 months. Okay, so this is all for today we have discussed in this particular session. Apart from that, if you find any doubt, you can ask in the comment section. And to join these sessions, these Achiever series on YouTube, you have to subscribe the channel Officer 24/7 and press the bell icon so that all the upcoming sessions notification be given to you. The PPB sessions are going on Monday to Saturday at 6 AM and IEIFS sessions are going on Monday to Saturday at 7 PM. So do join these 2 sessions on regular basis. Okay, so that's all for today. Have a very good day everyone, and see you tomorrow.